Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of the Toyota Automobile Museum. Part 1 has already been published on my channel, so please watch it after this. Enjoy! This is a Toyota Crown made in 1955. On the screen you can see the latest model and compare it with the oldest model. It also has some weird wonky doors that open together. It's discontinued for safety reasons, but I really like the design of it. These cars in these lines are from 1950s or onwards. They are very compact and advanced compared to the early 20th century cars, which were bulky. I will show you them all and you can see how they progress through time. This is a coupe called Flying Feather. It has only 12 horsepower and is very light with its very dirt bike-ish wheels. It also doesn't have much trunk space, as you can see. Look at this Fuji cabin Model 5A. It looks so weird. Remember the Tatra 87, which has 3 headlights? This has only 1, so don't mistake it for motorcycles at night. It also only has 5 horsepower and a single-cylinder engine, which is very low. It also has no trunk. Look at this old Toyota Land Cruiser FJ25. Even though it's made for off-road with its tires and things, look at its fabric. How is it gonna be safe for off-roading? It has a 3.8-liter inline-6 engine that produces 105 horsepower. Here is a Subaru 360, Subaru's first passenger car. As you can see, even the logo is different because it was made in 1959. This thing has an inline-2 engine which produces 11 horsepower. Don't you think this is very cute, like the Volkswagen Beetle? I would think that you should have this in your collection if you can afford it. Here is the Volvo PV544. It was made in 1959 in Sweden. It's the first passenger car to ever use a 3-point seat belt, and Volvo sold its patent to automobile makers all around the world for free of charge to make cars safer. So thanks Volvo for making cars safer in such an early time. Here you can see compact cars made for general use by makers such as Honda, Daihatsu, Datsun, Nissan, and Suzuki. I actually really like how they made these cars. Here is a Toyota 2000 GT made in 1967. It has an inline-6 engine that produces 150 horsepower. Thanks to its high power, this thing broke 13 international records and 3 world records. This thing also has a top speed of 220, which made it a good pick in the famous movie James Bond. In the movie James Bond, when they used this Toyota 2000 GT, they had to remove the top because the actor was too tall for Japanese standards. So there's 2 open-top 2000 GTs models, so if you have one, then that means you have 1 out of 2. the Porsche 911 2.0 Coupe. It is the first type of Porsche 911 you see every day on the streets. It has a opposed 6-cylinder engine, which makes it really speedy with 130 horsepower. It also costs over $300,000 in Japanese auctions, so if you're a collector, get ready to shell out a lot of money. Here is a Ferrari 512BB with a 5-liter V12 producing 360 horsepower. You know, this is really old, but it looks really cool. And it also looks like a space shuttle. It also seems like it'll cost a lot, but I think it's worth it because of how cool it looks. Behind me, you can see the early models of the Estima and the Toyota Hilux Surf. If you look at the pictures on the screen of the newest Estima and Surf, can you see any difference? Towards the end of the museum, you can see modern cars like hybrid cars, electric cars, and a hydrogen vehicle. My personal favorite is this Tesla Roadster made in 2010. This thing can reach 0 to 100 in less than 4 seconds and has a maximum range of 390 kilometers in a full charge. For some reason, one of the Tesla Roadsters is currently orbiting space in Elon Musk's SpaceX spaceship. Toyota Mirai, an iconic hydrogen fuel cell vehicle. Even though Japanese people like the Toyota Mirai, it's not very popular in the world. So do you think the Toyota Mirai will exist to be the future of hydrogen fuel cell car or not? Tell me down in the comments below. Thanks folks for watching another video of mine. But if you come to Nagoya, this is a must place for car enthusiasts. This place has everything. Steam cars, diesel cars, old cars, new cars, electric, hydrogen cars, like everything you need. So if you ever come to Nagoya, just visit this place.